Shalom, friends. It's Rabbi Jenny Solomon coming to you from home with a mincha moment. The summer months are upon us, and it's 6:30, 6:40, and it's still light out and hot out. So I come to you sweaty and grateful for this moment to pause and share a little Torah with you. So this week, the Torah portion is Beha'alotekha. And it starts off with God telling Moses and then Moses telling Aaron exactly how Aaron is supposed to set up this extraordinary menorah, this light stand that would dwell in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle that the Israelites would bring with them through the wilderness. And towards the very beginning of the Torah portion, it says, Vaya'as ken Aharon, and Aharon did it just like that. Basically saying, and Rashi explains, that this is really, why did these words appear? To show that Aharon took the instructions from Moshe, exactly the way that the lights were supposed to be set up, and kept aflame, and he did it exactly according to plan. He followed instructions. And then Rashi goes on to say, lo shina, meaning he didn't deviate or he didn't change it in any way. He got the instructions, the directions, and he followed them. So as a good student at the core, I love following directions, and I can appreciate the value in following the steps and doing as I'm told. But the Mea Shiloach, one of the Hasidic masters, brings a whole new interpretation to Rashi's commentary, Velo Shina, and he didn't change. And what the Mea Shiloach explains is that Aaron did this ritual act of following instructions, but he didn't do it in a habitual way. He didn't do it by rote. So he repeated it. He didn't deviate from what he was supposed to do, but he also brought a kind of new spiritual energy and intention to this somewhat repetitive act. Because after all, as they would move through the wilderness, they would have to dismantle their holy space and then erect it once again when they would come to camp. And I think this is such a profound teaching for our spiritual practice, whatever constitutes your spiritual practice. Part of spiritual practice is exactly as it sounds, practice. We come back to these same rituals and these acts again and again. I know when I come to sit back on my chair or my cushion or get on the mat, it's the same thing. Close my eyes, find a good seat, take some clearing breaths, allow my body to steady, right? It's the same basic things that we do. If you practice yoga, you know there's the same basic shapes that our body, that we're invited to inhabit and ways we're invited to move. I'm a runner. It's the same basic thing. I can choose to go faster or slower. I can do intervals or just run. I can walk, run. I mean, there are certainly some variations, but at its core, it's the same thing. And so too with my Jewish rituals. I light candles every Friday night. We say Havdalah as we separate from Shabbat into the week ahead. There are prayers that I say when I arise each morning. And so on some level, these things, velo shina, I don't change them. I do them again and again and again. And we're invited to bring new intention, new spirit, new heart, new openness, new energy when we repeat these acts and we follow these instructions, either that we've inherited, that we've been given, that we've taken upon ourselves. So as we move into these summer months, maybe I'm just feeling it because it's still so light out and it's so hot that we meet summer again, and perhaps there are certain summer rituals that you have, and I think that we're all invited to sort of hold in mind this commitment to practicing our rituals, coming back again and again. And maybe that means specific things for this time of year for you. But sensing the possibility for something new, either inside of us, in the ways that we notice our experience, and in the world around us. Because after all, we're always changing, always moving, never exactly the same. All right, friends, wishing you a good rest of the week and continued practice with extra energy, creativity. Shalom, peace.